New tonight, the man who killed 2 Lowcountry law enforcement officers in an ambush attack in 2018 will spend the rest of his life in prison.
Yeah, Fred Hopkins sentenced today for killing one Florence County deputy and a Florence police sergeant. He pleaded guilty to 2 counts of murder and 5 counts of attempted murder just last week. Now, investigator Farrah Turner and Sergeant Terrence Caraway, who you see on your screen, were both killed. And this was that scene 5 years ago. Multiple law enforcement agencies showed up to Hopkins' home to arrest his son. Well, Hopkins ambushed them, killing the 2 and hurting 5 others. Law enforcement who were on scene remember that day well.
We didn't have goggles, we didn't have helmets, we didn't even have rifles. We never pulled our guns out until after bullets came out of the door. And he came out.
Hopkins' guilty plea allowed him to avoid the death penalty.